Hello and welcome back. In this video, I would like to cover headings and tables. If you recall in previous videos, headings are what we need to structure our document, meaning heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3, and so on and so forth. These headings enable a user using a screen reader to tab through important pieces of information. A lot of faculty will ask me, well, what parts should be done in these headers? What I like to say is any time that you would use bold for big sections, like the big picture idea, that's when you would use a heading. So for example, this very beginning title, York College of Pennsylvania, that I would like large. It's the institution, it's my syllabus name, so I would make that a heading 1. Where it has instructor, office, email, they're important, but maybe not as important, so perhaps I would do that as a heading 2. If there's something indented, like another bulleted point, perhaps heading 3. Then when you get back to the next big picture idea, you could start off with heading 1 again and continue down. Just keep in mind, you have to keep it in order, meaning heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. You can't jump from heading 1 to heading 4. It has to be in chronological order. So with that said, let me do a few of these, then I'll pause the video and I'll format the rest of the page so you can see what it looks like when it rechecks. So I'm going to highlight York College of Pennsylvania in the syllabus, and I'm going to turn this into a heading 1. To make headings, go up to the area where it says either normal text, paragraph, whatever yours may say. I'm just going to click on the drop down. And you can see it gives you a preview of what heading 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. It goes up to heading 9, I believe, what that would look like. So I'm going to click on heading 1. To me, that looks really big. Basically what it did is it made an Arial at 20 point, and that's what their heading 1 is. I would like mine styled a little differently, and you can kind of change this and keep the update that you make too. This is something good just to know when you're formatting your documents in Google Docs. So I'm going to go back to heading 1, and you'll notice when you hover over heading 1, there's this little arrow. It's saying apply the heading 1 style, which whatever is pre-made or pre-baked into Google Docs, which we already did, or update heading 1 to match. And what the second option means is whatever you do to change this heading 1, so maybe I don't want it to be 20 point, maybe I want it to be 18, a little smaller. Maybe I want it to be a different font choice, maybe Calibri. Maybe I want it bold. So I just totally changed the heading, and you see it still says heading 1, but in order to apply this heading 1 somewhere else in the document, you need to save it. So once again, I'm going to click on the drop down, hover on heading 1, click, and choose Update Heading 1 to match. So essentially what that's doing is copying that information, and if I were to make something else a heading 1, say if I did this instructor 1, go to heading 1, you'll notice now it's exactly formatted, even centered, styled here, just like this top one. So that really worked out well. I'm going to hit Control Z to undo. So that's how you save styles, and we're going to do that for heading 2 and heading 3 as well. So I have instructor selected. I'm going to highlight it. This time I wanted to make it heading 2. Click on heading 2, and you'll see how it's styled. If you like it, you can leave it alone. I actually want it a little different. I want it Calibri. 16 is actually pretty good, and I think I want it bold, and that looks good to me. So now I'm going to want to save it. Go back to heading 2, click on the arrow, update heading 2 to match. So now this will make it really easy because the rest of these little areas, I want them to be heading 2, and it just saves it. And I think you can see where I'm going with this. I'm just going to do one more. Okay? So that's a real quick and easy way to start to style your sheets. I'm going to continue on through the rest of the document and just do my headings, and I'll meet right back with you. Okay, I'm back. So I went through the document, I restyled it. I should be finished. So what I'm going to do now is do a new recheck and see if that kind of warning sign that I have for my headings is now gone. Alright, Alright, it's thinking about it. Hey, heading should be used. Excellent. So it's there. I'm not sure why a single heading one should be used as listed because I only do have one heading one. So maybe it's just a little something that's somewhere in there I'll have to check out. But otherwise, it's looking good to go. Since this video is getting a little longer, I'm going to stop it here. And in the next video, I'm going to cover how to make your tables accessible.